Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TMZ podcast. My name's Tony, filling in for Charlie, I guess. And
Yeah.
I got my co-host Devin here. And
So we got a skeleton crew this morning, huh?
Yeah.
I have to ask because I didn't even ask you before. Are you like doing stuff on that laptop while we're doing the podcast?
Yeah. Basically, I'm moderating and looking up, fact checking, all that stuff.
Perfect.
Whatever we need.
Perfect. And a day after I told Charlie that I had extreme back pain and I was still here every day, and then we get that text this morning of him being like, "Yeah, not going to be here today, but we'll push through without him."
Being a soldier. Well, we got some breaking news.
Huge updates on the Tiger Woods DUI incident. We have the whole arrest affidavit, which has a ton of new details about what went down during his arrest.
Wow, it's crazy stuff. And I'm assuming we're going to find out more as the weeks prolong.
For sure. Eventually they'll release the body cam. Hopefully some sources will talk, and then we'll get some more information. But this has a lot in it. So we can break all that down.
Yeah. We'll also get to Megan Fox and MGK. I'm not going to spoil it, but I think I saw this coming. We'll get to it after time. Yeah,
based off of his social media activity, this is usually kind of what ends up happening.
Yeah. And then we'll get to a really good feel-good story at the end, which I won't spoil as well.
Guys, involving a major star's return to the stage.
Yes. So Tiger Woods.
So yeah, you want me to get into it?
Yeah, police found some pills, huh?
Yeah, so hydrocodone pills. That was the two big takeaways, I think, from the documents that came out this morning, where they found two hydrocodone pills. For those who don't know, those are painkillers used for people who have like chronic pain, which obviously Tiger does due to all of his injuries as well as the past car accident he was in. But also that he had told cops that he was distracted by his phone and his radio, and that was why he clipped the truck that was in front of him.
I see.
It doesn't exactly explain his rate of speed because, as we know, it was a 30-mile-per-hour street, and according to cops, how far his vehicle traveled and the fact that it flipped over, he was clearly going not 30 miles an hour.
Right.
So what happened this morning is we got the arrest affidavit, which basically just details everything that happened during his arrest. They found these two pills in his left pocket of his pants. They were able to look at the numbers on it, and that's how they were able to match that they were hydrocodone pills. They had actually asked Tiger during it if he had anything to drink, which he had said none, which we know later he blew a 0.00, so he wasn't drinking. But they did ask if he had been on any medication. He said he does take medication. They redacted two of the medications he named, and then they do provide that he said ibuprofen, which is obviously just over-the-counter stuff. He had said he had taken it earlier in the morning, but he was sweating profusely despite it being not very hot out, was lethargic and slow, showed severe signs of impairment, had bloodshot and glassy eyes. They asked him to take his hat and glasses off, and that's when they saw the eyes. And then if you want to get into he completely failed all the sobriety.
So when he was asked about the medication, Woods said, "I take a few." Apparently,
yeah, he does take a few, which isn't very shocking because of his accident and his just injury history from playing golf.
So he was scheduled. I knew he was scheduled to come back at a golf tournament soon, or at least some.
There was rumors he was going to be at the Masters. I think Trump had said, which take Trump he knows Tiger, but obviously he kind of just says whatever.
He kind of spoiled it on Fox News,
he said even before the accident happened that he wasn't going to be in the Masters this year, which obviously golf fans weren't happy to hear. But then when this happened, it's like the guy's not gonna.
Do you think he knew? Or had any?
I think
he's dating Vanessa Trump.
Yeah, I think Trump knows. They're obviously friendly.
Right.
I think he knows, the extent. Tiger talked about in the DUI, all when he's speaking to cops, he was talking about how he was limping. He was telling cops, "I've had 7 back surgeries, 20 leg operations." He was wearing that compression sock he always wears over his knee. And basically, he was telling them as kind of like they were going to put him through the sobriety checkpoint stuff, and I think he was kind of being like, I might struggle with some of these things because of all of the physical ailments I have, which Yeah. So yeah.
So also too, apparently during this sobriety test where they were, after
they do all the tests.
So apparently, in the finger to nose test, he closed his eyes at the wrong time, miscues, needed reminders to the complete task. In coordination drills, he had trouble counting. So I mean, like, there's obviously the evidence is there. Maybe he was under something. We're obviously going to find out more as the day.
Yeah, or will we? Because he refused to do the urine test. So I don't know if you'll ever really know what was in his system, if anything was at the time. But the deputies concluded on the scene that he was impaired and he was unable to safely operate a vehicle, which is why they took him to the station.
Well, if they found stuff in his pocket and that he was impaired,
but that doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, just being his defense attorney, it's like, okay, just because I have something in my pocket doesn't mean I took it.
I see.
So
I was gonna say, well, maybe like given all this stuff that was, like his bloodshot eyes, the finger, him failing all the tests. I don't know. I was just thinking maybe they could. There's a link there.
Well, for sure. That's obviously what the judge is say. The judge is going to look at his history, and obviously it's going to be a tough case for Tiger Woods. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of details. I mean, it's not shocking to me, I guess, that because they had said last week at the press conference that they believed he was under the influence of drugs, not medications, not alcohol because of the breathalyzer. I guess the only kind of shocking thing is that they actually did find the pills on him. So it wasn't like they were just making that assumption based on how he was acting. I mean, they found drugs on him, painkillers. He admitted that he takes medications, which I get. He's like he's recovering. I mean, he says in the thing. I mean, obviously, he had just been in a rollover accident, but he basically says that he was limping and he has trouble doing a lot of physical stuff because of all of his injuries. The other interesting thing, I don't think we even put it, but the guy he actually clipped in the truck in front of him actually had to help him get out of the car because it was obviously rolled over. Luckily, he wasn't hurt at all, and he didn't need to go to the hospital. So,
do you see any comeback for Tiger from this?
I would usually say no, but like every time we say no with Tiger, it's like then he has like an epic comeback, like when he won the Masters, and then when he had all the cheating on his wife and all the sex scandals, and then he returned to golf and like. I never really count him out. No, you know what I mean?
I mean, he's one of the best that's to ever do
He's getting older, so I don't know how much, and even more so than, this, I think just his, physically, I don't think he can really do it anymore.
I see.
So I don't know. I know, obviously, we'll be following that case and see where that, the courts
crazy stuff
take it, but yeah, crazy.
All right, moving on. Remember this story a couple weeks ago, I thought was captivating, let's say.
Yeah.
Well, Megan Fox, remember all those Instagram posts, and then MGK, how he was commenting under them. One of the comments was stoked to have her phone number under. It was clearly a thirst trap post.
Oh yeah, she returned to Instagram in a big way.
Yes. Well, MGK is apparently blocked by Megan Fox. And Devin, are we really surprised?
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
I know he was commenting when she did her big return to Instagram, and he was doing these flirty comments on her Instagram. And I know people on the internet are you look at that, we're like, oh, they're back together. I was told at the time, definitely not back together. They're just co-parents. They don't have any relationship like that. So clearly, I don't know if this was him trolling or if this was him trying to publicly make it look like they're back together, maybe to get fans to. Fans are rabid and will be like, oh, we love you guys together. Maybe he was just looking to get that pressure because maybe he wants her back, or he was trolling. But regardless, we found out now. People noticed
he was just co-parent.
He was no longer following Megan Fox. Those flirty comments disappeared. We learned she had blocked him on Instagram because when you block someone,
their comments
are gone, and also you don't follow the person, obviously. So. Clearly not great. He was also spotted in Malibu over the weekend with his daughters, no Megan. So it's pretty evident here that they're not together.
Right.
And I don't think there's any, from what I'm told, they will never be together again. So
wow, that's crazy.
I've never blocked somebody. I'm not like, I just feel like blocking is so aggressive.
Whatever.
It's like, dude, just don't, just like, I guess if someone's commenting on your stuff and you don't want to see it, I guess that makes a little more sense. But it's like, dude, I don't need to block someone.
Yeah,
just scroll by.
I totally agree. I mean, yeah, just scroll by, just ignore them.
Although blocking is also, I feel like a female.
Whatever
That's
MGK,
a female thing.
Yeah.
I don't think guys block.
Not really. No, I typically say no. But whatever MGK did to Megan Fox, or what, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes that she's never
gonna forgive him, clearly.
Yeah.
And he can no longer see her thirsty photos. Unfortunately, he'll have to use a friend's phone or a burner. I guess he can make a burner.
I guess so. All right, guys, we got some great news. To end on a bit of a lighter note, Celine Dion is coming back to performing. She's announcing that she will return to performing after battling stiff person syndrome. She's going to perform 10 shows at the Paris. I'm not even going to pronounce
La Défense Arena. La Défense Arena.
Starting in September. So apparently, she sings in French. Apparently,
do you not know Celine Dion?
Well, I'm gonna.
She's Canadian,
guys,
but a lot of them speak French up there.
I'm gonna show my ignorance.
You don't
I
know
don't
Celine like that.
No, not really.
I wouldn't say I'm a Celine Dion fan by any stretch, but obviously extremely popular legend. Yeah, it's great because everyone was so stoked because she announced a couple of years ago she was going to do this big Vegas residency.
Mm-hmm.
That nothing ever happened with that. I was told from sources that was never going to come to fruition, just because, you know, she was battling this ailment. It's hard to do a stretch of shows. I was told that like the hotel she was doing it with, they were maybe going to get somebody else. So anyways, this is good. I mean, people were really stoked to see her when she performed at the Paris Olympics.
That's right.
And everyone was like, during, I think it was opening ceremony, and everyone was like, oh, this is awesome. I mean, obviously beautiful voice, amazing. And honestly, the bigger note of this is the fact that she can do 10 shows that she's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
So, in an arena show, it's a lot of people. So I'm sure that will sell out very quickly.
Oh, absolutely. She's a legend, man. I don't know. I can't name you one Celine Dion song, but I know. Guys, please don't roast me in the comments. I see your guys' comments after. Please don't roast me for that. But yeah, it'll be good to see her back in 2026. Yeah.
So
let's run through a couple comments, and I'm just going to read them from my computer here. We got a lot today, guys. Also, make sure we go to live at 7:30 every morning and 2 p.m. every afternoon. Please make sure you're watching the TMZ live stream on YouTube. So let's see. I'm just going to read out a couple comments.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Me for the delay.
God, this is a really like ragtag operation. We got basically 2 people.
We're making it work.
3
man.
putting on this podcast.
Yeah,
it's great.
Of course, she's dependent on. This is from Wen Deeb. Of course, he's dependent on pain meds. He needs to get some help, just like normal people. I'm recovering myself. It's called the 12 steps. Well,
yeah, people. I mean, we had Dr. Drew on yesterday, and he said something similar that clearly he might be in denial about his substance abuse problems. Yeah, I mean, people that are in his situation that struggle with these kind of things, like I'm talking about the physical stuff. Like, if you need pain meds to get through your day, I'm all for it. Just don't drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't drive. Don't put other people in danger.
Yeah. Sorry. My broadcast person, Sam, getting on me for audio levels. Hey, we missed Charlie today. Nice to see you guys from Lori. Yeah, we missed Charlie's great.
I always miss Charlie.
Yes, but
the guy's a busy guy.
Yeah, man, he's out there grinding.
Charlie is one of a kind.
Yes, he is.
And I don't know why people think
I've never met anybody like Charlie before, but he's definitely a
he's a
good guy, and he's a character, you know. There's so many comments. We might have to skip them. Just about Tiger.
Oh yeah, stuff. People are very interested in the Tiger story.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on the TMZ podcast.
Yeah.
Please make sure to comment, and thank you, Devin, for co-hosting me.
No, thank you for being here.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.
Now cut the podcast, then get it out.
You know it, man. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Bye.